Starting off with Natalya defeating Nikki Bella via roll-up due to the distraction of Brie Bella and Paige. This is to build up a possible Paige and Nikki championship match at the Rumble or sometime after. I don't really care about this. It's been a long time since I've really cared about the Divas Division Divas matches. Like, it didn't take long for me to stop caring about Paige and AJ. It didn't take long for me to care about the Bellas finally breaking up. Watching Divas matches now makes me wish we still had the likes of Lita, Beth Phoenix, Laykel, Trish, Victoria, Jazz, Jacqueline back in the WWE. Stuff that brought out big storylines, big moments, big matches, big feuds, which the Divas division is just not offering us and hasn't really offered us in a long time now. So moving past that, Biggie Langston defeated Adam Rose by disqualification after two masked men got involved, who happened to be Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. Okay, you have Cesaro, who won the Battle Royal, the Andre Memorial Battle Royal, as a face and had a successful looking future ahead of him. Then the Paul Heyman stuff, then the not really using him stuff, then the promo last week on Raw. Cesaro is getting badly used and I'm struggling to see the progression of him in the WWE and a strong future for him. Yes, he puts on great matches. He's faced the likes of John Cena, Sheamus, Orton, and he put on good matches. That should have continued. He should be a main eventer base right now, not losing idea of what to do with him. Tyson Kidd stepping up from NXT back into Raw. He could become a tag team partner, but I don't feel Cesaro should be his partner when we're wanting better from Cesaro. So this attack on New Day being brought into the WWE with no real reasoning apart from let's keep these three guys on TV by putting them in a very out there New Day tag team group. So them I don't really care about. Maybe they need to pass on some of their New Day spirit to Vince McMahon for what he's been doing to the WWE for quite some time now. Even though I don't think a New Day could help the WWE. But Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, I'd say give them a chance once they pull away from Adam Rose, once they pull away from a New Day and see what they do. But I still feel that Cesaro should be in a better place by now. Next, Miz and Mizdow with Alicia Fox defeat the Usos with Naomi. I'll split this into two. Naomi and Alicia Fox are fighting over something that happened on Total Divas. I don't care about Total Divas. I don't watch that show. If you want us to care about the divas within the WWE, have something happen within the WWE over the past few weeks. Not a flipping backstage attack because of something related to Total Divas. That's not going to make me care. As for the Usos and Miz and Mizdow are eventually going to break up, and then Miz is possibly going to put over Mizdow, because I find it a shame if Damien Sandow has been hot through this tag team only to be dropped again because they want to push Miz forward and Mizdow or Damien Sandow back again. Does he go with another partner and start mimicking him, or does he start mimicking his opponents on his own? Or does he change back to Damien Sandow? So far on Damien Sandow, Mizdow, I've got a question mark on his future following The Miz. The Usos, this is where the Ascension should have came in. Instead of having a attack win over local wrestlers, local jobbers, they should have came down and just went crazy on any tag team they can get their hands on. Attack the Usos. Attack Miz and Mizdow. Make yourself look dominant, because they were talking in their promo about being better than Animal and Hawk, being better than Demolition. If you want us to believe that, prove it. The face paint and the arm pads are not really going to make me believe in you. If you went out and attacked the tag team champions and their opponents, that's more of a meaningful moment for you. So the Ascension need to do more for me to care about them right now. I cared more about them in NXT, and that shouldn't really be the case because they've moved up to the WWE because Vince or Triple H felt they were ready to be here. Reigns defeats the Big Show by disqualification after Big Show uses steel steps on Reigns. Okay, I'm going to compliment this. We have Big Show's really good booking in this match. He was not being knocked down. He was standing tall against Roman Reigns. He was throwing Roman Reigns about. He was looking like a dominant heel giant. Brilliant. That's how Big Show should always be. Not a crybaby. Not a face, heel turning character. He should be doing this to any guy that's smaller than him. Roman Reigns took the beating. Didn't show that he's Superman. All that stuff that he was talking about in his promo. That made Roman Reigns look good. Yes, he got the final spear, but he still sold his attack. I'm going to compliment that. I thought that was brilliant. Very nicely done. Ambulance match between Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt. You could say you liked the match. I didn't really like it as much as I could have, because you've got this dominant Bray Wyatt who's got so many wins now. He's got a great character behind him, facing Dean Ambrose, who looked great in the Shield, looked great against Seth Rollins, but he's still not picking up the wins. His character is still there, but his wins over these wrestlers he's facing are not showing. And I felt picking up a win here could have saved him a bit. He could have put on a great match and picked up the win. Could have saved him. And what would have been the harm of him winning a Raw match if he doesn't do it at the pay-per-views? So I felt the WWE let us down here, especially when the match didn't even make us think that, oh, well, that we're not going to see Dean Ambrose for a couple of weeks. Ambulance matches sometimes are used to write someone off TV for a while. Like, my favourite ambulance match to date is Shane McMahon versus Kane. The brilliance going into that match, the brilliance in that match from both sides, the finish of the match, brilliant. Recent ambulance matches, including this one, I've just not had the same feeling. And where do these two go next? Does Dean Ambrose come back in a week or two to finally pick up a win? Or are they going to continue having Bray Wyatt stretch this feud out, and all Dean Ambrose gets is to eliminate Bray Wyatt in the Rumble, and that's Bray Wyatt's payback. Now from the opener to build up the main event. In the opener, Triple H added Seth Rollins into the championship match at the Royal Rumble between John Cena and Brock Lesnar. I feel this was more because they didn't know where to put Seth at the Rumble. They could have added him into the Rumble match, but to save us from Brock Lesnar versus John Cena again, let's add Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has teased to be a Paul Heyman guy-ish, an authority guy-ish, so it looks to be in Seth Rollins' favour. Brock Lesnar could destroy John Cena. John Cena could use his fighting power to fight back against Brock Lesnar, and then Seth Rollins takes advantage if he does not win the match first time round with his briefcase. So it does leave us thinking, could this be Seth Rollins' moment? It's given Seth Rollins a championship match and an opportunity to cash in. I would still like to see a WrestleMania cash-in, because you have Roman Reigns or Daniel Bryan win the Rumble, face Brock Lesnar if he obviously hasn't lost the championship at the Rumble, and then you have Seth Rollins cash in on the winner of the WrestleMania match, setting up the feud going into the pay-per-views going forward. Just a thought, but then he says to the rest of the locker room, which happened to be in the ring, you get what you deserve for what you put into the WWE. And that was the theme to build up these last few matches. The first person to get what they deserved was Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler successfully retains his Intercontinental Championship against Bad News Barrett, then gets destroyed by Bad News Barrett by attacking him, throws him into the guardrail. Kane makes it out of 2 out of 3 falls. Barrett picks up the second win quite easily, but then Mr. 5-hour energy Dolph Ziggler makes the match go on longer than it should have. I know it's his character to fight back, keep on fighting, but Bad News Barrett should have picked up the win quicker than he did. He did not need Kane, and he did not need the match to go on that much longer. I like Dolph Ziggler. I think he's brilliant and entertaining, but that 5-hour energy stuff went on way too long from a guy who had just been attacked, wastelanded like he had. But Bad News Barrett, yes, it might seem sad that he's still a mid-carder, but this is to say welcome back, and hopefully this will be a more successful run before we think of where to put you next. The second person to get what he deserved was Eric Rowan. He went in a one-on-one match against Luke Harper. And it really wasn't the match that mattered, even though I felt after the Wyatt family, Luke Harper looked to be the one who was better in the ring with a more successful future. But now, Eric Rowan looked like he was overpowering Luke Harper. Like Eric Rowan was going to win this match. And it made me feel that if these two are performing the way they are, Luke Harper performs the way he is, and Eric Rowan how he's performing now, these two could have been successful still as the Wyatt family. So maybe breaking them up weren't the best idea. But thanks to the two referees, Joe Mercury and Jamie Noble, who were very entertaining. Every time Eric Rowan tried to get a pinfall on Luke Harper, they would both go down and then argue, I was going to count. But when Luke Harper did, Jamie Noble 1, 2, 3. Entertaining, but the performance and the way Luke Harper and Eric Rowan were leaves me thinking they should have still been the Wyatt family, because now I'm looking at thinking, is Eric Rowan the guy to watch over Luke Harper, or was this match just a mistake? Then we have a match that was meant to be Seth Rollins versus Ryback. But no, maybe they didn't have enough faith in Seth Rollins. Maybe they wanted to make it more of a punishing match. But it turned to be a handicap tag, which, Kane, Authority, with your power, why not have made this a proper handicap match? Kane, Seth Rollins in the ring at the same time, beating down on Ryback. Because Ryback could have picked up the win here. It was if it weren't for you two to both keep switching in and out the ring, you would have lost. But after 2 curb stomps, Seth Rollins picks up the win. Main segment of the night was John Cena's Appreciation Night. What a load of bull this was. The first Raw of 2015, all the concentration, all the build-up was put on John Cena. This far in the WWE, the concentration should still not be on John Cena. I couldn't give two shit if he was the one who had the power to bring back the Authority. The storyline should have been given to someone else. The concentration should have been on someone else. The Appreciation Night should have been on someone else. So having Triple H in the opener to this, to saying how he thought it used to suck and how his opinion of John Cena grew to be greater over time. He should be saying this to someone else. So bring down Eric Rowan, Ryback and Dolph Ziggler. Give them suspensions. But no, Steph and Triple H walk up the ramp. We need time to think about this. Only to say, you're fired, all three of them. John Cena's to blame. And that's how the show finished. I thought the walk up the ramp was because there was going to be a big brawl in the ring. I thought because there was a guy who was going to come up behind John Cena and attack him like a Brock Lesnar. Then you have this cheesy music, balloons, confetti falling down. See, I don't even know what to say now. The WWE, that whole build-up was for that. What a letdown. And throughout the night, Rusev got a video package. Where was Bryan? Sting was meant to be here on this Raw. And Orton, I think he appeared at the end of last week's Raw after the show finished. Where was Orton? I'm sorry, this Raw, to sum up my thoughts, some signs of positivity, only to get slapped in the face. People, please share your thoughts of this show in the comment section below. Your frustrations, your positive, your negative, your ugly points. Until next time, YouTubers, I'm going to go and dance or something. Goodbye.